There are some near-term concerns that aren't fully understood about these new learning algorithms, these controlled learning experiments that are referred to as deep learning. First of all, this is not the wide open learning of your child, the unstructured learning of your child wandering around the world and learning about it. This is very structured learning where the system is fed a massive database of information and looks for new relationships that perhaps are not even recognized by the humans who have worked with this data, and gives some output that could be of help. There are a number of problems with this. One is what we know as algorithmic bias, and that's that the data going in may itself be biased, and therefore the output is also going to reflect that bias. And it's very difficult to know whether the input you have fully understand those biases and therefore fully understand what the biases are on the output side. Another serious concern is we have no idea what these algorithms are doing to that data. We have no idea of what's happening in the invisible layers of these neural nets. So when they have an output, they can't explain why they produce the result that they produce. This may not be of great concern when you think of a learning algorithm in a self-driving vehicle coming to better understand its environment. But if that self-driving vehicle were to create an accident and kill, let's say, a pedestrian, that an attentive driver would not have had the same accident, we would like to have a method to at least forensically look back and see why that occurred so we could take measures to ensure that that activity was not repeated. So this whole invisibility, lack of transparency of learning algorithms means that we are moving into an area where we can't always predict the outcomes of the learning systems we put in place, and that opens us to new dangers. Now, whether we will be able to solve this problem of explaining what goes on in the middle layers or explaining why these systems come to the conclusions they do, well, researchers are working on that. In the meantime, we need to put in place a whole new set of very clear guidelines as to in what circumstances such learning systems can and cannot be deployed. When can you deploy a system because the likelihood of it causing harm is low to not at all? And when should you not be deploying these kinds of systems because they could do something unpredictable that could actually have a dramatic societal impact and harm many people?